And it started when I was 8 years old. I was looking at the stars with my dad. My dad was my hero when I was a little kid. He was always my hero, but when I was a little kid, he had been a Navy SEAL and he was a NASA engineer. Dad worked with astronauts. Okay.
That's so cool.
Yeah. And the reason that my family lived in East Coast, Central Florida is because of Kennedy Space Center, so, Dad worked with astronauts and we were looking at the stars one night, and he said, I remember about a year or so before he died, he said, "You were such a difficult child." I go, "Why? That wasn't a behavior problem." He goes, "No, it was always why, how, can you explain this?" He said the questions, but he said, "But I loved it." He goes, "I loved it because you were the best audience I ever had." And we were looking at the stars, and he said to me, he said, "Mark, there's no such thing as a mystery. There's only questions for which we do not yet have the answer. And if enough research, funding, focus, dedication goes into something, you will find the answer." He says, "And it will be based on science. It may take a very long time, but everything is explainable." And Amber, he was right. And some people say that the fact that I'm using scientific terms to explain spiritual phenomena somehow negates the spiritual aspect of it. Not at all. God has a delivery system, okay?
Yes.
Things aren't magic. Things happen, and there is a reason how and why they happen. And ultimately, the answer is quantum physics. And that's miraculous. That's a miracle, how these things happen. And so thankfully, due to 20th and now 21st century science, we have at least our technology and our science has evolved to the point where we're making these discoveries.